The San Francisco Giants took home the World Series trophy to cap off the 2014 MLB season, but there is still some more hardware to dole out. I'm Allison Smith here in the NESN.com newsroom with Red Sox beat writer Ricky Doyle. He writes over on NESN.com also. So here we are. We're going to tackle some of the awards predictions. Let's start with Clayton Kershaw being nominated for the MVP award. What would make a pitcher a viable MVP in this situation?
Yeah, well, I mean, it seems like we're kind of having this debate every few years now, and I guess if you're going to give it to him, can we go retroactively, give it to Pedro in '99? No? All right.
I'm down with that.
Okay. Well, but no, seriously, I mean, I'm not opposed to the whole, pitcher winning an MVP thing completely, but at the same time, I think in order for them to be considered strongly, there has to be an absence of other viable MVP candidates. I think this year, you look at Giancarlo Stanton and Andrew McCutchen, both could stake claim to the award as well. I tend to lean towards McCutchen because of what he did in the thick of a playoff race versus, Stanton. They were kind of in a race for a little bit, but then they fell back to fourth place. So I guess for me, when I look at it, Kershaw, at the end of the day, I think he's going to get his fair share of first place votes, but for me, it's McCutchen, just based on the overall body of work. Although, can't discredit what Kershaw did. He can have the Cy Young. We'll give that to him.
Yeah, that's fair. So we're kind of having the same discussion with Victor Martinez. I mean, as with his position as a designated hitter, what's your take on that?
Well, it's kind of a similar situation. You look at a guy who plays the field. And first of all, the AL MVP this year is going to Mike Trout. I mean, you can make the case he should have won it the last 2 years. This year, he's finally going to get it done. In the same vein of, pitcher, I think a designated hitter really has to stand out amongst the rest of the candidates. And Victor Martinez, while I love him as a player, guy doesn't strike out, puts the bat on the ball. I just have a hard time with, giving it to him over a guy like Trout.
So the race for the American League Cy Young Award is pretty much neck and neck between Corey Kluber and Felix Hernandez. Who do you think is going to run away with it?
This one will keep you up at night because it all kind of boils down to what you value more in terms of pitching statistics and things like this. So yeah, I mean, I've admittedly hemmed and hawed over it. I'm going to go with King Felix. He has the advantage of ERA and WHIP. Also, I just look back to his stretch of he had 16 straight starts of 7 or more innings and 2 or less runs, which is it's pretty remarkable. And it just speaks to the consistent pitcher he's been for years now. So I guess he would get my edge. Also, one thing that's kind of working in his favor now is the players actually voted him the most outstanding pitcher of the year. And since 1994, only one pitcher who hasn't been named that has gone on to win the Cy Young. So just a little history tidbit for you.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
We will see how it all shakes out. That was Ricky Doyle, NESN.com Red Sox beat writer. Stay tuned to NESN.com to make sure you catch all the off-season Red Sox news, and make sure to subscribe to our channel on YouTube.